Hello, I'm Cody Houston. This is my training partner John Jacobs, and we're here at CageworX MMA in Port Angeles. This is going to be the first training video that we're putting out of a series that we're going to be working on. So I wanted to start at the beginning with the most basic quintessential Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu movement of the straight arm bar from guard. Okay, so we're going to start in our closed guard position. Okay, my ankles are crossed, my guard is closed. I like to break the arm bar down into a 5-step process because it really makes it easier to kind of retain when we itemize and prioritize what we're doing. Okay, so my first two steps are really going to be the most important. That is going to be isolating the arm, setting the arm bar up for the arm bar, okay, and controlling my opponent's posture. Okay, when I'm isolating the arm, it's really important that I have my opponent's elbow on my belly button line, basically my center line, or further across. If I have it on the wrong side of my belly button as I'm turning to cut my angle, my opponent can really drop his elbow and make it hard for me to cut the angle. Plus, I lose the elbow. Okay? So there's a variety of different grips we can use. Today we're just reaching over the top. We really want to lock this elbow down. I want to grip the gi behind the tricep here. Okay? So it really gives me two types of friction. Better control. Number two, I need to control my opponent's posture. Gis have a tag right here in the back. I want that tag in the palm of your hand for a good cross grip. Okay, so number one, I isolate the arm. Number two, I control my opponent's posture. Okay, and then it's very important that when I open my guard and I work on pivoting the angle, I keep my back around him, kind of like a turtle shell. Okay, so number three, I'm going to open my guard since I have the submission set up. Okay, and then I'm just going to post my foot in the pocket of his hip. Okay, and I can use that foot to push myself to angle. Okay, but it's really important when the guard is open that I keep the legs nice and tight. I want my opponent to have to work for everything. Okay, so number four, I'm going to push off that hip and throw my head to a 90-degree angle while I'm bringing the leg up on his back. Okay, so number four, we're going to pivot to angle. Okay, and at this point, my leg can really help control his posture. Okay, number five is when I'm going to scalp the leg over the top of the head. I can push his chin, and that's very important. I don't want to push the head, I want to push the chin. Okay. Or I can just maintain the posture control. As I scalp the leg over the top of the head, I want that leg really nice and tight. There should be no space between the neck and the leg. Okay? We want the knees nice and tight together. My heels are curled down. My calves and my hamstrings are activated. Okay? So everything's nice and tight. I want that hand on my chest. I'm going to glue his wrist to my chest with his thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Okay? And sometimes he can even be pointing towards his hips. But for a good straight arm bar, I want that thumb pointing straight up. Okay? And just like I've got a rope tied to my waist, I'm going to shoot my hips straight up towards the ceiling, nice and slow, until I get tap, tap, tap. Okay? So we're going to switch angles and try it one more time. Okay? So again, we start from closed guard. Number one, we isolate the arm. Number two, we control the posture with a good cross grip. Okay, and again, this can be a variety of different ways to control the posture. This is what we're just working on today is a cross grip. Number three, now you can see I'm posting that foot in the hip. Okay, keep my back rounded. Then I push myself to a perpendicular angle as I bring the leg up on the back. Okay, number five, I bring the leg over the head, knees nice and tight. The arm is isolated. It's all of my hip pressure against his elbow. Then I extend my hips slowly towards the ceiling and tap. Okay. As stated, this is really the beginning. The arm bar from guard in jiu-jitsu is just like your jab in boxing. It's one of those things you need to practice over and over and over again until you don't have to think about it anymore. And that's when it gets really fun. So, it's our first video. Thank you very much for watching.